Welcome to today's stock market news update. Let's start with the latest news in the United States. President Donald Trump posted on Truth Social saying that, subject to SEC approval, companies should stop giving earnings updates every 3 months and switch to reports every 6 months instead. Trump claims that this will save money and allow managers to focus on properly running their companies. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission later told CNBC that it is reviewing this idea actively. Some people who back the current, every 3 months, system argue it gives investors quick access to information and clear views into public companies. Now, let's move over to updates on United States and China relations, starting with social media. CNBC shared that United States Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced on Monday that the United States and China have agreed on a basic structure for a deal involving the social media platform TikTok. He noted that the business details are set between the two private groups involved, and this came from talks in Madrid. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping plan to talk about the terms on Friday. Trump also posted on Truth Social that day, saying a deal was made for a certain company that young people in the country really wanted to keep. Progress like this might ease tensions and could have effects on markets tied to international trade and technology. In another policy-related story from the United States Congress, Yahoo Finance News reported that Republican Representative Tim Moore put up to $115,000 into the Direction Daily Small Cap, Bear 3 times shares exchange traded fund. This fund aims to give 3 times the opposite return of the Russell 2000 index, meaning it gains if small company stocks fall. As a member of the House Financial Services Committee, his choice draws attention to views on the United States economy, which could spark discussions among investors about small cap performance. Moving on to some big moves in the technology sector. Alphabet has now become the 4th company ever to reach a $3 trillion market value. This milestone shows strong investor interest in the company's growth, which could influence broader market trends in tech stocks. Shifting to another tech giant, shares of Tesla climbed Monday after its CEO, Elon Musk, purchased more than 2.5 million shares valued at around $1 billion. According to AP News, the stock increased by 3.6% to $410.04 per share. Investors might see this as a sign of ongoing confidence in Tesla's direction and potentially affecting how the market views the electric vehicle industry. In related tech developments, CoreWeave, a company that provides cloud services for artificial intelligence tasks, saw its stock rise sharply. CNBC reported that CoreWeave received an order valued at least $6.3 billion from NVIDIA, which is both an investor and a main supplier. Since CoreWeave went public in March, its shares have tripled in value, and they jumped nearly 8% on Monday. This kind of deal highlights the growing demand for AI infrastructure, which could play a role in market shifts for related companies. Staying with NVIDIA, there's news from China about a regulatory issue. CNBC reported that China's market regulator stated on Monday that NVIDIA broke the country's rules against monopolies in its 2020 purchase of Mellanox. The investigation will keep going, and this could raise questions for investors about how international rules impact global tech firms and their stock performance. Finally, wrapping up with commodity markets, prices for December Arabica coffee futures are climbing near their all-time highs, briefly going above $420. Some reports say this is driven by a shortage of rain in Brazil's key areas where coffee is grown, just before the important flowering time for the trees. Weather issues in major producing countries like Brazil can push up global coffee costs, which might ripple into related markets and consumer prices. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more updates and don't forget to subscribe.